أفيائها نساء ضيعتنا كان اسمها بيسا.
Fuck it, free till I D.I.E. And I pray, place peace upon me, that's how I'm living. Kroger killing niggas in prison is spreading fast. Court systems out of commission, they dead mass. The wedding of the beast and the freak is at its peak. It leaks like a vaginal leak, half of you sleep. It's deep, it seems like the grief won't cease. If your pain ain't felt the same, then don't speak.
I just took another advance and got coke with it. Your man gave somebody his gun, got smoked with it. I forgot my knife's in my waist, I got poked from it. Heard your homie's crib had a safe, so I broke. Can't see him get rich off of doctor's prescriptions. But it all let the cheese squeeze, ramen and chicken. You not in the mix to even know these problems exist. It's like we took a leap of faith into a bottomless pit. With sharks in the water, snakes in the grass, blood in my eyes, coke on the table, blood in my hand, gun on my side. I'm in my prime, ask my Cody's, none of them lying. Rumble with lions, tigers and bears, hundreds of times. It's all true.
Never at it, I'm better at it, you know fuck. Whoever at it got bullet tatted, full of bandages. Laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker. Never at it, I'm better at it, you know fuck. Whoever at it got bullet tatted, full of bandages. I'm laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker.
Ain't nothing changed, I'm still chase. Still getting money, it's still hate. They wanna know if I'm still made. They wanna know. That's an expensive conversation. Taking payments off the pavement. That's an expensive conversation. Arraignment then incarceration. Such an expensive conversation.
10 years for a homie, $100 a jar, and I'm charging twice the amount on every dollar you ball. Whatever happened tonight, son gon' come out the bar. Till I cash out, some rappers can't even come out the car. It's that blackout. I'm just trying to dump a cigar and be gone before the police can even jump out the car. White America, you know who we are. You see the squad, get that internet gangsta, more ammo to feed his blog. I'm a real man, beat my family, then beat my dogs. Nothing left but humble pie, and haters can eat it all. Play rough when I ball, but smoother than raw silk meth. Shoot it at your head from the booth, no John Welch. Now how many is John killed? Got him screaming infidel in the house that Saddam built. You know the flow when it's meth man, your boy spit. Your lady like me, then more than likely your boy hit it.
Never at it, I'm better at it, you know fuck. Whoever at it got bullet tatted, full of bandages. Laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker.
Sharks in the water, snakes in the grass, blood in my eyes, coke on the table, blood in my hand, gun on my side. I'm in my prime, ask my Cody's, none of them lying. Rumble with lions, tigers and bears, hundreds of times. It's all true.
Never at it, I'm better at it, you know fuck. Whoever at it got bullet tatted, full of bandages. Laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker. Never at it, I'm better at it, you know fuck. Whoever at it got bullet tatted, full of bandages. Laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker.
Ain't nothing changed, I'm still chasing. Still getting money, it's still hate. They wanna know if I'm still made. They wanna know. That's an expensive conversation. Taking payments off the pavement. That's an expensive conversation. Arraignment then incarceration. Such an expensive conversation.
10 years for a homie, $100 a jar, and I'm charging twice the amount on every dollar you ball. Whatever happened tonight, son gon' come out the bar. Till I cash out, some rappers can't even come out the car. It's that blackout. I'm just trying to dump a cigar and be gone before the police can even jump out the car. White America, you know who we are. You see the squad, get that internet gangsta, more ammo to beat his blog. I'm a real man, beat my family, then beat my dogs. Nothing left but humble pie, and the haters can eat it all. Play rough when I ball, but smoother than raw silk meth. Shoot it at your head from the booth, no John Welch. Now how many is John killed? Got him screaming infidel in the house that Saddam built. You know the flow when it's meth man, your boy spit. Your lady like me, then more than likely your boy hit it.
Never at it, I'm better at it, you know fuck. Whoever at it got bullet tatted, full of bandages.
You know, it's crazy too. I was just thinking about it. So the trial's over now and everything, that Max Anderson trial. I was just thinking, because now that it's over, now you can kind of reflect and just look back on everything from the beginning and all that. And man, I'll never forget the morning I was leaving out, because we have been hearing about it, like on the news, missing woman, last seen on Commerce Street and all that. And me and Michelle were like, we live on Commerce, and so we were just hearing about the story. And then once we figured out, put two and two together and realized she lived in this building, then it became, slightly personal. It's just like dang, you know what I mean? And then, so we're just so glad that he was found guilty on all charges. That's great. But I was thinking too, as part of the reflecting, why didn't the community, I'm saying in masses, like I'm not saying no one was paying attention to the case, because they were. Like I'm saying, like, but in totality, overall, I feel like there should have been more notoriety on it. I felt like there should have been more people getting behind Sade Robinson. Now I'm speaking to the white people, and I'm not trying to like point the finger, like I'm not trying to make it like, oh, white people, you know what I'm saying? But like, I kind of have to say that in this instance to kind of prove the point. And sometimes when you're describing like situations and stuff, like whether they're financial or whether it's like who has power and control over things or whatever, or who are like the decision makers and stuff like that, sometimes you have to say white people, because most times they're the ones that are in the power positions. They have the most money, they have the most means, they have the most resources, they have, you know what I mean? They're usually controlling things, they're usually running things, they're usually the owners of things. No matter what industry, what type of business, company, from small to big, like more times than not, it's going to be somebody white running that, owning it, heading it, you know what I'm saying? Making it go. So that's why I'll be saying, that's what I mean basically when I'm saying like why weren't more white people involved? They were involved when one of their, when some of their white residents were harmed, like I'm talking about like with the Darrell Brooks situation. Like, tragic situation, right? I still say in my mind, and my belief, the Darrell Brooks situation, I don't think he intentionally ran them people over. What I'm saying is, I don't think he got up that morning and was like, oh, I'm going to go drive a bunch of people over at a Christmas parade. I don't think, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. It's my platform. I don't think he intentionally got up that morning to do that. I think that happened in the heat of the moment when he was fleeing. Should he have been doing whatever he was doing if it was criminal? No. You know what I mean? But he paid for it. He's in prison. He's doing his time. Let that man do his time. He's got buku time. Ain't ever getting out. So let that man do his time. But my point is, like, that whole community out there in Waukesha, because that's where it happened. That's where all that happened. But even a lot of people from here in Milwaukee were going out there and supporting them, giving them money. They built a baseball field. They had like WWE wrestlers coming up here and stuff like that, having fundraisers, like wrestling matches and shit to like get money, and shit for these families, man. Like all this stuff. They even built, I think they have like a memorial or something over there too that they built. So people out there in that Waukesha, them families of the people that were harmed, and rest in peace. But a lot of them people, they started getting a lot of money off that shit. People were donating, giving them stuff, stuff just for feeling bad and all that shit. So, you know what I mean? Same thing as people here in Milwaukee were going out, and helping them out and stuff like that. And, great, fine. But why couldn't the community get behind Sade Robinson like that, white people? I'm talking to white people right now. Why couldn't y'all got behind Sade Robinson and her family? And I'm not saying some white people didn't, because there are some white people that probably did. But they, didn't make a big fuss of it, didn't make it public, didn't say nothing, so I'm sure there was some of that going on. I'm not naive to that. But I'm saying, like, in totality, like, where are the big business owners and the big wigs of this city and stuff like that coming out and supporting her family? You know what I mean? She could have had a bigger memorial than the thing that we got over there, the community has over there on Farwell, where she worked at the Peace Shuttle. And that's cool. That's cool. I hope they leave it there forever. That's cool, but they could do something a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? A little more, lavish. They built a whole memorial out there in Waukesha for the Christmas Day parade victims. And like I said, rest in peace to them. And then can't nobody tell me, like, oh, you're feeling unsympathetic. That's bullshit. I had a cousin that was murdered a few years ago. So I know what people are going through. So don't try to sit there and tell me I don't. You know what I mean? Shit. I got tons of empathy. That's part of the reason I am the way I am, because I have empathy. That's part of the problem in this world. And just in general, like, a lot of people don't have an empathy gene or whatever. They don't know, like, you know what I mean? And a lot of us don't have that team mentality. Like as far as I'm going into the voting stuff. Like some of you people that voted for Trump and shit and all that bullshit, y'all might have been good on everything. You might have not have really needed much. But just because you didn't like the immigration situation, or you didn't like how much eggs were, or you didn't think Kamala was black enough, or whatever the hell. Or you got something personal with some black elected official that's a Democrat in the city of Milwaukee, so you want to stick it to them and go and vote for Trump, just as like a fuck you and shit. That's bullshit. That's selfish voting. That's what I mean by the no team mentality. Just because you don't need stuff, or you don't need this, or you don't need that, a lot of your people do. So why not go out there and vote for your people's interest, because you know they need it? You're good. You know what I mean? But my point is, like, where were all the big wigs? Because I didn't hear about it. And Michelle and I have been talking about the Sade Robinson case since it happened. And there weren't a ton of white people out there, doing stuff and, like, doing, whatever. Like setting up, like, donations, or, like, setting up some kind of event for her or whatever. Not that I can really remember. Like, it was black people, it was us doing and creating all these little things that we were doing. It was us. Unless I'm forgetting something, and if I am, then remind me, and I'll be like, oh, my bad, yep. You know what I mean? And like I'm saying, the reason I got quiet is I'm watching the news. It was breaking news because the trial is over now. They found dude guilty. It only took them, because they had like 20 minutes yesterday when the trial was, when both parties rested. The judge let them start deliberating, and there was about maybe a good 20, 25 minutes left. So they probably started last night. I wouldn't be surprised if they came to a consensus last night and then just came back this morning and figured out. But it was like a little bit after 9 o'clock. The verdict was in. Court started at 8:30. I feel actually that verdict was they probably all knew yesterday, and then they just came back this morning and just like boom, wrote it down and did all the paperwork shit and gave it to the judge type stuff. Because the court started at 8:30, so all that had to have happened. There's no way they all converged did all this in 30 minutes. So that was pretty much figured out yesterday. So rest in peace, Sade Robinson. You know what I mean? Rest in peace. And as long as we're doing our podcast and stuff like that, we'll always, you know, shout her out from time to time and her family, and, you know, on certain days we'll do certain things, you know what I mean? And just shout her out or whatever. All right. We're going to get out of here, though, for now. But I just was pointing that out, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like sometimes white people don't want to be bothered with us as black people in totality. Because if you think about it, too, if you really think about it, white people, unless you're someone white and you live and if you live in a neighborhood where it's mostly black people, where you pretty much have to be around black people because you live in a neighborhood where there's mostly black people, or you go to a school where it's mostly black people, or, you know what I'm saying, and there's a handful of people whose lives are like that, but the majority of white people, you can avoid us all day long, every day of your life, because the majority of you don't live in the city. A lot of the ones that have an issue with black people, no matter how big or small it is or whatever, right? But you know, most days you don't have to deal with us, because you're living in the suburbs, all right? Most white people. You're living in the suburbs. A lot of y'all that come down here to work, though. You come in Milwaukee, like downtown specifically, to work, because you ain't working too many other places in the city of Milwaukee. So I'm saying the biggest chunk of y'all are coming downtown to work. You're driving out down here from like Germantown, Grafton, Cedarburg, Mequon, all that kind of stuff. Oconomowoc, all that kind of Waukesha. You come down here, work, and then go back home. So the only people you're really interacting with are your coworkers, and if you go to lunch, like wherever you work, if you leave off grounds to go get lunch or whatever, you might have to interact with a black or brown person potentially. If they're like customer service or whatever, wherever you're going to eat, they might be taking your order or something, or they might be the busser or the food runner. They might be bringing you your drink or something in a situation like that. Or they may potentially be working at the gas station. So you may have to do that if you choose to go to a gas station. There's not, and we've talked about that before, there's not very many gas stations in the downtown area. There's no gas stations in just straight up downtown Milwaukee. There's a few on the outskirts. There's one on Farwell. There's one like going into the near south side down by the Amtrak station and all that. I don't consider that downtown. I consider that kind of outskirts. That's the south side basically at that point, or Third Ward. And then there's one going up, like if you're going up Canal, there's one like off of 27th over there, like right off of Wisconsin. There's a gas station over there. There's a gas station, that Fire World Foods. What's that? Like off of, right across from Maryland Avenue School. And then you have a gas station on Prospect, over there across from Collectivo. Oh, and then you got the BP up on Humboldt North. That ain't downtown. None of those ones I just said are downtown. None of them. A couple of those, like I said, are kind of on the outskirts. That Farwell one, that's on the outskirts of downtown. That's on the east side, really. The actual location. So, you know, okay, back to that. So then white people, I'm watching The Verdict too. They're doing the news and stuff. That's why my attention's diverted, if people can tell. Hold on, let's see. They're just interviewing family members and friends and stuff.
There's power in numbers, but it's a win in this case, but it's never going to be the same for our family. We lost a beautiful angel. She was on the track to become a beautiful woman, working 2 jobs, about to graduate from METC. doing the work. So justice will never fully be served, but at least we got a little bit of a win today. I want to thank the public defenders for all their work, the judge, everybody that showed up, everyone on the live streams, everybody, news reporters, just everybody that showed out, because there's strength in numbers.
What was it like for you being in that courtroom as those guilty verdicts came down?
It was really hard, you know, like we weren't allowed to cheer, we weren't allowed to say anything, so it was very emotional. But, you know, our side was so packed that people had to sit on his side, so that said something, you know. So I'm very glad that our city showed up for Sade's family.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. You have countless people in this hallway right now with that same sentiment here as we still await for the parties who were on this case, the prosecution and the defense, to hear from them at this point. But people feeling a sense of relief, not a full sense of justice and closure, but still calling this a win today. Jaron.
Just incredible to hear her account, Hannah. As you mentioned, I mean, this is a case that really brought out people who had no connection to Sade Robinson, something that we've seen in our coverage of this devastating case over the last 14 months or so, the community really showing up in support for the family. And you see the community, many of them who don't know Sade Robinson, overcome with emotion after these guilty verdicts.
Styles P, Davey.
Black Sun, Black Sun.
It's lit remix. You hear that?
Run. Hey, the usual suspects. Gucci seats in the 6 series. Louis seats in the 7 series. Picked up East on the East, hit Madison. The shop keep the rally cause I'm still leery.
Hail Mary, I fucked over good people like Madoff. Smack him with the pistol, if I shoot, I'm gonna waste all. Bricks at the Sheridan, pounds at the A-Loft. It's fucked up, but Donald Trump is the new Adolf.
Work at the days in, never took a day off. Little homie, $1.50, he gon' let the K off. We be spending dope money, stunting at the playoffs. You be begging for budgets, we be waiting for payoffs.
A headshot and turn a nigga brains into steak sauce. These diamonds offset, reach for him and I'ma take off. You ain't got the heart to be shining, we take your chain off. That long shit, after you die, we scratch your name off.
Yeah, nigga, you know this shit lit. 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 You know that I honor them all. I'm Monty Touch, looking fresh in Carnegie Hall. Up in Neiman's and Barnes we ball. Got a nice crib, but still keep a couple shooters up in the holes.
12 frames backed up, had to tuck out the balls. And like we in the prison yard, don't give a fuck how we ball. Better bring that money now, don't give a fuck who you call. If they don't answer this hammer, get you in touch with the law.
Lil homie got light, he's touching the board. Get your buttons pushed like the engineer touching the board. Everybody got hammers, who's busting them off. Got the kids close seats, and it's fucking support.
That link got you searching for yourself, dusted and lost. Niggas that never catch up, figured I must have divorced. Cut the powder with the needle, shit'll fuck up your thoughts. He got treated just like a worker, cause he wasn't a boss.
Yeah, nigga, you know this shit lit. 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 East side, west side, north side, south side. Yeah, nigga, you know this shit lit. Bout yours, bout mine, bout money, bout time. Yeah, nigga, you know this shit lit.
Uptown, downtown, your town, my town.
Yeah, nigga, you know this shit lit.
Cop shit, rob shit, live fast, die quick.
Yeah, nigga, you know this shit lit.
Don't go back to the old me. Right before she say a prayer for me, she will hold me. Hard-headed, but I learned everything she showed me. I look back and see that she was only trying to mold me. Bands that go to you, them M's that go to you. When it's all done, show me your friends, I'll show you you. This is true facts, might move a few packs. Take the jet there, take a jet blue back. I rock shit that y'all never saw before. I just finish them, I'm never the cause of war. That's my delivery, that's what they applaud me for. I'm the best since Christopher George Latour. Everything imported, so I know you can't afford it. I know. You don't want no money, you just want to get recorded. Fall back and peep shit. Careful with the street shit. Everything she taught me, I'm able to teach you.
Yo, we just focusing on the man. Got the stash in the bank and the stash in the crib. We just focusing on the man. Started with a G, worked my way to an M. We just focusing on the man. Dollars in the pounds and the yards in the yen. We just focusing on the man. Millie after millie, we gon' do it again.
Fucking word. These niggas know I'm the truth. I could get a liquor deal, but I'd rather sell juice. The rap's getting boring, cause nobody's warming and everybody is friendly. Yeah, this shit is getting loose. Cause nobody seems competitive. Can't name a rapper that I wouldn't say I'm better than. Besides Big, I'm King Dave. But niggas change their favorite every week. That's dick jumping, but I was brick pumping on the street. But I don't want to brag about enterprise. I don't write rhymes, my niggas, so put the pen aside. I'm just smoking and chilling, trying to build an enterprise. Cause the hood need help, but every rapper brags about financial wealth. But what about health? I guess they never ever seen a body on the ground or ashes on the shelf.
We just focusing on the man. Got the stash in the bank and the stash in the crib. We just focus.
Happy birthday, Prince Rogers Nelson, who would have been 67 today.
67? Whoa.
May he rest in eternal peace.
67?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Gemini's in the house. I was telling Michelle the other day, we got a lot of good Gemini birthdays. So you got Prince. I didn't realize Prince's birthday was today. So wait, when does Gemini run out? I'll have to check, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say kind of maybe about the third week in June. I'm just guesstimating. Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I used a bougie word last night, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Me too, but I was
Michelle
like,
looked at
what?
me. She was like, "What?"
Way to use the Webster's Dictionary.
I was laughing and shit was funny as hell. I wish y'all could have saw that. I wish we had see a vision. Ooh. Nah, but so let's see. Well, nah. Well, yeah, Geminis. Because I was about to say like May Geminis, but it doesn't matter. Just Gemini in general. So you got Prince, you got Jadakiss, you got, I'll just throw mine in there because I'm a Gemini. Who else do we have? I'm going to look up other Gemini birthdays. But here, I'll read some quick facts real quick, though, about Prince. So he played 27 instruments. It's probably more than that. So he played all the instruments on his first 5 albums, one having 27 instruments on it. Wow. Yep. 1958 to 2016. It doesn't seem like he's been gone that long. Wow. This is from Black History Studies. Amazingly, famously, Prince made his music entirely as an individual, playing every instrument on his records, which were credited, produced, arranged, composed, and performed by Prince. He was literally a one-man band. Yeah? Alright, I'm going to get some Prince music on, y'all. I like this one a lot. This one's called Around the World in a Day. I'm going to play a couple minutes of it. Happy birthday, Prince. Rest in peace. Michelle and I are about to go watch the sunrise, too. Yep, it is Saturday, 5 a.m. Enjoy the weekend, y'all.
Open your mind. Change is leaving all day.
to get cigarettes. Oh, gotta put my seatbelt on. I'm going to watch the sunrise. It's getting light out already. It's only 5 o'clock. Got the little NPR going. I wonder if most states in the country have their own, like, you know, NPR local.
Yes.
Oh, and shout out Samantha Brown's.
Places to Travel.
What's it, baby?
It's called Places to Travel.
Yeah, that's really good. We like kind of went down a deep ocean dive with those yesterday. We happened to like be watching them like a couple weekends ago, and then ooh, Chewy, did you fart?
That's
Oh, the river is smelling horrible this morning.
very eggish.
Very eggish. So we're gonna stop off. Where you want to stop to get cigarettes, baby?
I mean, it's 7-Eleven open.
7-Eleven is open. See what NPR is talking about, y'all.
We'll have that story and more after this bulletin of world news.
BBC News with Sue Montgomery. Russia has struck Ukraine's second biggest city, Kharkiv, with drones, missiles and guided bombs, killing at least 3 people and injuring more than 20 others. The mayor called it the most powerful attack against the city since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion.
You want to get married there?
Yeah.
Okay. It must be nice. Michelle's just speeding through the what street is this? The one they don't have stop signs at where they should?
I think it's Terrace.
Yeah, Terrace. Let me see if they fix some of these up. Well, we're not going to go that far up Terrace, but I know it might have been at least as of last summer. Like, there's a few spots where they need to have, like, a stop sign.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no stop sign. So, literally, like, technically and legally, like, 2 cars, because that actually happened, I'm going to say maybe a little over a week ago, where I was coming, and it was another car coming, and there's no stop sign. So, literally, neither one of us had to stop.
Right.
Technically. But, like, you do naturally so you don't crash into somebody, but there's no sign there. So, like, technically, like, neither one of us would have been at fault because we naturally could have just both kept driving and then we would have collided into each other.
I wonder what is the rule when there's no stop sign.
That's crazy as hell to me.
Yield to the left.
Like, even if it's that, there should be at least a yield sign, if nothing else. Yeah. There's not even that. Ooh, look over to the left, baby. Well, the tree's in the way, but you see the sun coming up. Yeah. It's like red right now. Like a reddish pink. Ooh, that's for Sade. Don't it look like a pink?
Oh my God.
Don't it look pink?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sade. Yeah. Yeah, we're down here at the lakefront. We're just going to take Chewy out. Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to take Chewy for a walk.
No parking yet.
I don't think you're not even supposed to park there ever.
No.
That's right, like that's ever. Someone's parked their car like right in front of, y'all know where the like volleyball pits are and stuff? Volleyball court?
It's like in the right-hand lane.
Right in the right-hand lane, someone parked their car right there. I'm going to assume they're not from here. We got 91.7, shout out WMSC. Let's see what they're doing right now. So we're going to pull over and just get out and take Chewy for a little walk. Look at that sunrise. any of y'all YouTubers or van lifers or whatever, anyone that's, you know what I mean, a content creator, if you like travel around the country and all that, come to Milwaukee, Wisconsin during the summer down at the lakefront. I was asking Michelle yesterday, and I'm not sure, but like I wonder if people can, like van livers or whatever, they're coming around and looking for places to like stay for the night. I was asking Michelle, I wonder can they stay at the lake?
You can't park overnight.
Because, like, parking don't, like, you technically, like, the sign said that you can't park your vehicle out here until 6 a.m.
Right.
What's it, 6 to, I'm going to get Chewy out. Is it 6 to 9 or something? 10 p.m. Technically, the park closes. Hold on, Chewy. Oh, I'm going to come around that way. Do it the safe way.
Yeah, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. you can't park, so...
But, like, they can do casinos.
Yeah, you could safely park at Pato in the parking structure. Nobody would know.
I don't know if I'd want to there.
I mean, I'd have to have tinted windows.
Yeah. Come on, Papa. All right. Ooh, let me bring the cane with me just in case there's any coyotes lurking around. Come on, Chewy. Y'all hear them birds? That's when you know it. That's a summer sound.
Yep.
And Chewy will make us get our steps in because he doesn't just like walk and like explore. He's just yeah. We just want to make sure he's getting his fresh air every day and getting his little steps in. But they do say, I did do some research. They say you're not supposed to like over walk pugs for like, you're not supposed to be walking your pug for like an hour and shit. Like they can't deal with all that just because of the breathing stuff that they deal with. So it's supposed to be like, they say maybe like 20-minute walks.
Well, and he doesn't walk slow either.
He's just, yep. Flying rats are out here, the seagulls. That's what I call them, flying rats.
All the metal detector people.
Yep, the metal detector people are out on the beach looking for stuff. I do feel like our lakefront's underutilized, though. There's just so much space.
I love how it says no dogs allowed, but, like, people walk their dogs all the time.
Right. Yeah, that sunrise is looking cool. That tree is in the way, though, for me to get a picture. How far do you want to walk down?
We can go that way.
We'll turn back around, yeah. We're going to turn back around, so we want to be able to see this. That sun does look pink, though.
It does.
That's for Sade. I think that was meant to be. Yeah, it's Prince's birthday. I didn't realize that. Yep. That MJ musical was really good too. That we went to, y'all. And then we're gonna hit up the Wiz one next year.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be fun. Chewy's definitely gonna have it. Come on, Chewy, get back on this side, bro. Chewy's definitely gonna have us getting our exercise in this summer. So yeah, other than that, y'all, we're gonna do any little errands that we need to do before we get home, and then we're just gonna chill. Probably be watching like cooking shows, you know, like Create, PBS, maybe some House Hunters. We like House Hunters renovation. But for some reason, they canceled them. And those were better than the... For some reason, I feel like if they were going to cancel, they should have canceled the 30-minute House Hunter things. Because the renovation ones were better.
Yeah.
Because you get to see more. Like more of the construction and stuff. And they're longer episodes. Oops.
وضيعة غليظة ينام في أفيائها نساء ضيعتنا كان اسمها Free till I D.I.E. And I pray, place, peace, palm me, that's how I'm living. Cobra killing niggas in prison is spreading fast. Whole systems out of commission, they dead mass. The red nut abuse and the freak is at its peak. It leaks like a vaginal leak, half of you sleep. It's deep, it seems like the grief won't cease. If your pain ain't felt the same, then don't speak.
I just took another advance and got coke with it. Your man gave somebody his gun, got smoky. I forgot my knives in my waist. I got poke from it. Heard your homie's crib had a safe, so I broke. Can't see them get rich off of doctor's scripts. But it all let the cheese squeeze, ramen and chips. You're not in the mix to even know these problems exist. It's like you took a leap of faith into a bottomless pit. With sharks in the water, snakes in the grass, blood in my eyes, coke on the table, blood in my hand, gun on my side. I'm in my prime, ask my codies, none of them lying. Rumble with lions, tigers and bears, hundreds of times. It's all true.
Whoever at it, I'm better at it, you little fuck. Whoever at it, got bullet tatted, full of bandage. Laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker. Whoever at it, I'm better at it, you little fuck. Whoever at it, got bullet tatted, full of bandage. I'm laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker.
Ain't nothing changed, I'm still chase. Still getting money, it's still hate. They wanna know if I'm still late. They wanna know. That's an expensive conversation. Taking payments off the pavement. That's an expensive conversation. Arraignment then incarceration. Such an expensive conversation.
12 years for my homie, $100 a jar, and I'm charging twice the amount on every dollar you bar. Whatever happened tonight, son gon' come out the bar. Till I cash out, some rappers can't even come out the car. It's that blackout. I'm just trying to dump a cigar and be gone before the police can even jump out the car. White America, you know who we are. You see the squad, get that internet gangsta, more ammo to feed his blog. I'm a real man, beat my family, then beat my dogs. Nothing left but humble pie, and them haters can eat it all. Play rough when I ball, but smoother than raw silk meth. Shoot it at your head from the booth, no John Welch. Now how many is John killed? Got him screaming infidel in the house that the dog built. You know the flow when it's meth, man, your boy spit. Your lady like me, then more than likely your boy hit it.
Never at it, I'm better at it, you little fuck. Whoever at it, got bullet tatted, full of bandage. Laughing at it, trying to find a little good in us. Good luck, motherfucker, night, motherfucker.
Okay, so we're coming up. What is this? Terrace?
This is Wall.
So this is Wall. So we're trying to find the exact spots where they need a stop sign. This is literally ridiculous. Okay, so
there's a stop sign there.
There's a stop sign there, finally. Okay,
I think
so
it's the next one that there isn't.
Well, and there were a couple further back too, I still believe, don't have a stop sign unless they find. Okay, so on Wall and Bellevue, no stop sign. Like, so literally, two cars could just come out of there and, like, who's supposed to stop? Technically. I did see a yellow sign across the street from that.
And
I don't know.
here.
And right here. So this is Terrace and
Wall.
Terrace and Wall.
And you could go left or right on this one.
Exactly.
So, like...
This is where I was coming the other day, this exact spot. And there was a car coming down that way, and I was coming this way. So they were going straight, and I was kind of turning kind of leftish. So we both literally didn't have to stop. There's no yield, no stop sign, no nothing. So what would have happened if we would have just collided into each other? Whose fault would it have been?
Right.
So they needed some kind of signage there, a yield, a stop, something. And if you don't drive through here a lot or regularly, you won't know that's coming. And you can just keep driving through there and then boom. Yeah. So we're just driving through the east side now, getting our Saturday morning on, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, and it's dumb too how the NBA finals don't start back up until tomorrow again. Game 1 was Thursday, and then Game 2 ain't until Sunday? And you're already in the city that you're playing Game 2 in?
Right.
That's ridiculous. Game 2 should be today. Tyrese Halliburton's getting it done. Why everybody's saying he ain't no good. He just don't look like he can play. That's why. And it's like his game is like kind of awkward. That's why, you know, people just keep saying, dude ain't no good. He ain't no good. As long as you're getting it done, though, that's all that matters. And even if they win the championship, shout out Pascal Siakam. If Siakam wins the championship this year, he'd have been won 2 rings with 2 teams that in NBA history, as far as champions, will not be looked at as like great teams. They'll always get, in my opinion, it'll get looked at as just like, oh, well, it's kind of like a one-off. They kind of won it and that's it. Kind of one and done. It won't happen again. They'll just kind of be forgotten about. It'll be like, oh yeah, Indiana won that year. Yep. Oh, they weren't really that good anyway. That'd be kind of the conversation. But so it'd be more for the city and like the individual players that are really appreciated, you know, and stuff like that. But like just for the average common fan. Oh, we just drove over somebody's styrofoam lunch that was in the middle of the street. Well, there was nothing in it, but people leave a lot of doggy bags for like homeless people and stuff. Why can't we call them homeless people? They are unhoused. And like the other one, like people are tripping about. Like, if you say somebody's dead or they died or whatever, they got shot or they got killed, like, you're supposed to say unalive. Dude, they're dead. They're gone. Like, it's not disrespectful to say someone died. That they did. That's just what the word is.
Right.
But everyone's so super sensitive now, like, all, like, these words, like, you gotta say unalive. Like, that don't, like, come on. That's like something we're all gonna have to experience.
Yeah.
On a public service announcement, be careful when you're getting donuts out these grocery stores and these gas stations and convenience stores in the summertime, because you know the weather's better, so there's gonna be like little gnats flying around and stuff. So like when you're at Pick and Save or Metro Market or wherever you grocery shop at, you know, you can go get your little donuts. You can, you know, self-select, grab them out the thing or whatever and all that. There'll be little gnats flying around in there. So right before you go in there to grab them, just look for a couple seconds. Make sure there ain't no gnats flying around. That's why I don't get donuts out them things no more. They got to be packaged from a company. Yeah, so that's a public service announcement. Yeah. And them Krispy Kremes don't taste right. I don't like the taste. They got a weird little aftertaste to them or something. Y'all taste them?
Sweet.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. I don't know. It's like an airy taste or something to them. All right, y'all. They need to clean the garbage up around here. No wonder there's rats and mice and shit all on down to the east side. We ain't got none in our apartment. I ain't seen a mile. I ain't seen none of that shit in our apartment. And don't plan on seeing none. But yeah, y'all, just make sure you're checking the donut situation though. You know what I mean? Right, Chewy? All right, y'all.